Do you want us to tell you what we think turf toe is, and then you could probably correct us on this?
That'd be great. Let's see what you guys got. Let's see how good you are.
All right, I'm going to start with you, Paulie. What do you think turf toe is?
Like a ligament sprain in the toe that hampers an athlete from pushing off, like sprinting, like running.
All right, Fritzy, you got a definition for turf toe?
One's toe is so severely sprained from the pounding on the turf that it does something where it kind of disconnects the toe from the other toes and needs to be surgically fixed or snapped back into place.
All right, Seton?
It is an injury that when, say, like wide receivers are going to get their second foot in and they drag it along the
that's turf toe.
Their toe is on the turf and then it gets hurt like that.
Okay.
That's turf toe.
Okay. Oh, I did not look at it that way. Yes, McClellan.
So I thought it was a rug burn style injury for many times. Because those are the worst when you're playing with your kids, a rug burn. But I do believe it's a ligament underneath your toe that connects to the foot.
Okay, let's bring in Doc. And Doc, what exactly is turf toe?
Well, I think example one wins the ligament injury. So it can be a ligament injury or it can be an injury to the plantar plate, which is almost like a cartilage thing that's on the bottom of the toe. It is the big toe joint, and it rarely is an injury that requires surgery. The vast majority of players don't require surgery. In the NFL, there was a study that was done that had about 30 guys with turf toe injuries that were pretty severe, and only about 10% ended up requiring some surgery. Deion Sanders did require surgery. Deion Sanders' turf toe injury did end his career, essentially. He stuck around for a couple more years, but never really was the same. Antonio Gates had a pretty bad turf toe, had surgery in 2008 and played many years, was very productive after that injury and surgery. So generally speaking, guys do okay. I think Deion was, as his foot would attest, was an extreme case.
Did Mahomes play the Super Bowl with a torn ligament?
Yeah, certainly he did. I mean, in other words, when you have a turf toe injury, there are three grades: grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. It's the same for almost anything. Grade 1, just a few of the fibers are torn. Grade 2, a bunch more are torn. Grade 3, it's completely disruptive. So for someone to need surgery, generally there's got to be a little bone chip that's in the joint, or the toe has to be somewhat unstable, which would tell you that ligament tear had to be pretty significant.
What's the normal timeline for recovery?
So, I mean, the normal timeline for a guy who does not require surgery, generally about 8 weeks. So it's not short, even for guys that don't require surgery. When you do require surgery, it's generally a 4-month recovery. Can go out to 6 months. 4 months would make it easy for him to be back for camp. If it was 6 months, it could eat into the start of the season even.
If it wasn't the Super Bowl, do you think he would have been playing?
I do. I mean, I think Patrick Mahomes is one of those guys who cares so much about the team and his teammates that I think that if he felt that he could help the team, he would be on the field.
But does this last, though, Mark? Is this going to be something that can last? Like, could he have done irreparable harm to this?
Certainly, you can worsen an injury. You can make the ligament tear worse. You can do more damage to the joint. So is it possible that him playing in the AFC Championship and the Super Bowl damaged his joint further? Yes, that is possible. Do I think a well-done surgery should allow him to return to the field and be effective? I expect that. I think that's how this is going to play out.
But I wonder if there's more damage there than just turf toe, if it's the plate itself. If that's involved in it, not to get too deep into the woods here, but how much more recovery time, how much more severe is this injury?
Well, sometimes you completely disrupt that plantar plate. Sometimes you break the sesamoid bones. There are two little bones that sit under that joint as well. Sometimes you damage the joint, and there's a little bone chip in the joint. So there are a number of things that can complicate this, but all of them shouldn't make his recovery extend out beyond 6 months.